Excuse the awful pun.
Michael Mizrachi was short for a long time on the final table bubble. He fought like a champion. I expect him to fight tenaciously today, but he's got a real uphill battle. The public has backed Michael quite strongly, Michael Mizrachi, but I make him an underdog to make the final three.
Now, just before we get cards in the air, a quick point of order for anyone watching this live stream on ESPN3. We are not going to be showing hole card information for the simple reason that we are almost live and we have to protect the integrity of this prestigious tournament. We can't give out any information which could potentially influence the action. These guys playing for a share of nearly $30 million US. If you do want to see the Cards Up highlight shows, don't forget, November 9, ESPN, 10 Eastern, is when you can watch highlights of this final table and see who is the champion of this year's main event.
James, I like not having the hole cards because it's easier to put myself at the table and think like a player. When you have the hole cards, that's great, but it's almost a crutch. I like to work without a net. Well, I'll be making predictions that are wrong. It's almost too confusing to know the actual cards for me.
You can hear the crowd in the background. The Penn and Teller Theatre is full with friends and family of the players, poker fans who've come from across America to get a seat here and watch the winner of this tournament take that bracelet and nearly $9 million. As I say, today we play down from 9 to 2.
Three factors that I think are probably even more important than actual hole cards are stack size, table position, and the money jumps. It's $811,000 for the first guy out and $8.9 million for the first. The jumps are relatively low until you get to about fourth place, so people will be gambling.
We got cards in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's underway. The final table of the 2010 main event here at the World Series of Poker. And it's going to be John Dolan first to speak. He folds, as does Jonathan Duhamel. Action on the grinder. He'll also pass.
I want to see who comes out firing, trying to establish himself as table captain right away.
Matt Jarvis is going to get us started. Remember, 250, 500,000 of the blinds. Min raise would be to $1 million. Most players like to make it about 2.2 times the big blind. And Jarvis will go for a raise to 1.175 million.
Very small raise, as is the new standard, especially among internet players. It's almost a contest to see who can raise the smallest amount without making the actual min raise.
Folded to the big blind. Joe Chung with the decision. And Chung looks like he's mucked his hand, and that means the first pot of the day will be awarded to Matt Jarvis.
So he picks up 1.2 million that was just sitting out there.
Over the course of the last 3 months, Adam, we've watched as 7,319 players became